Right, Bridget, back you go. Yep.
We're good? Okay. Good afternoon,
Righto.
everyone.
Oops.
Are we going?
Yes.
Yep. Good afternoon, everyone. Our beautiful bride is about to join us, but before she does, can I please ask everyone to ensure your mobile phones are switched off. Also, Robbie and Joe are happy for you to post any photos that you take today on social media, provided, of course, that they both look fantastic. But we will get started very shortly. But in the meantime, please feel free to talk amongst yourselves. Also, if you do take photographs today, if you could just make sure you allow for the photographer to get in first. After that, you can go take any photographs you like, but just allow the photographer and the videographer to do their work first, please. Please gather for the arrival of our gorgeous bride, Joe.
Applause.
Good afternoon again. My name's Jacinta Allen Gange, and it gives me such great pleasure to be here today as the celebrant at this picturesque Brisbane Botanical Gardens. Today we've come together to witness the joining of two lives, Robert Patrick Downs and Joanne Therese Johnston, better known to all of us simply as Robbie and Joe. For them, out of the routine of ordinary life, the extraordinary has happened. From a friendship, a shared difficult experience that drew them together, their feelings grew for each other and they fell in love. We're gathered here not to witness the beginning of their lives together, we're here to celebrate and grow what already is. This ceremony isn't creating a marriage. We don't create this marriage because we cannot. Only Robbie and Joe can do that. We can and do, however, celebrate with Robbie and Joe the wonderful event that has already taken place in their lives, in their meeting and in the commitment that they make today. They're delighted that you, their closest family and friends, can be here today to celebrate, witness, laugh, sing, eat, dance and generally be happy that these two have found each other at this stage in their lives. Family is the most important part of both Robbie and Joe's lives. Today they not only make commitments to love, honour and cherish to each other, but to also nurture and support their blended family, including Caleb, Poppy, Blake and Joel. Robbie and Joe met in what was some difficult circumstances. Robbie was an oncologist caring for Joe's mum Liz when she was ill several years ago. How proud and excited Liz would be today if she could be here. Much to Robbie and Joe's initial discomfort, Liz made absolutely no secret that she thought they'd be a perfect match, right from the first time they met. She certainly left no stone unturned in trying to bring that circumstance about, and apparently, as it turns out, Mum's always right. Robbie proposed to Joe while they were holidaying in Cambodia, in the precise spot the Hindus believe is the centre of the universe, right at the very top of Angkor Wat. It's a fitting reflection of how they feel about one another and of their coming together as one today. Robbie and Joe's wish for today was a ceremony that reflected who they are as a couple, relaxed and full of fun. I'm duly authorised by law to solemnise marriages according to law. Before you're joined in marriage in my presence and in the presence of these witnesses, I'm to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship into which you're about to enter. Marriage according to law in Australia is the union of a man and a woman, to the exclusion of all others voluntarily entered into for life. Robbie and Joe, you've known each other from the first glance of acquaintance at this point of commitment. On that day at Angkor Wat, you decided to marry. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes, indeed you've been making promises and agreements in an informal way. All those conversations that were held in the car, or over a meal, or during long walks, all those sentences that began with "when we're married" and continued with "I will" and "you will" and "we will", those late nights that included someday and somehow and maybe, and all those promises that are unspoken matters of the heart. All those common things and more are the real process of a relationship. The symbolic vows that you're about to make are a way of saying to one another, you know all those things we've promised and hoped and dreamed? Well, I meant them, every word. Look at one another and remember this moment in time. Before this moment, you've been many things to one another. Acquaintance, friend, companion, lover, carer, support person, and even teacher, for you've learned much from each other over these last few years. Now you shall say a few words that will take you across a threshold of life, and things will never be quite the same again. For after these vows, you shall say to the world, this is my husband, and this is my wife. Will you, Robbie, take this woman to be your wife?
I will.
Robbie, please repeat after me. I call on the persons here present
I call on the persons here present
to witness that I, Robert Patrick Downs,
Robert Patrick Downs,
take thee, Joanne Therese Johnston,
take thee, Joanne Therese Johnston,
to be my lawful wedded wife.
to be my lawful wedded wife.
Joe, I offer myself to you as a partner in life, and in return I marry you with my eyes wide open. I've seen the best of you and the worst of you, and I choose both. I'm not going to get you a pick.
No.
I come to this marriage with my full heart, mind and soul. This is not the end of a search, but rather the beginning of a new adventure. Will you, Joe, take this man to be your husband?
I will.
Joe, please repeat after me. I call on the persons here present to witness
I call on the persons here present to witness
that I, Joanne Therese Johnston,
that I, Joanne Therese Johnson,
take thee, Robert Patrick Downs,
take thee, Robert Patrick Downs,
to be my lawful wedded husband.
to my lawful wedded husband.
Robbie, I offer myself to you as a partner in life, and in return I marry you with my eyes wide open. I've seen the best of you and the worst of you, and I choose both. I come to this marriage with my full heart, mind and soul. This is not the end of a search, but rather the beginning of a new adventure. Can you please step forward with the rings? That'll be you, Ned, please.
Come off.
Just hand them over, please. Thank you, Ned.
Thank you, Ned. Thanks for dressing up.
Robbie, please repeat after me. Joe, with this ring I wed you,
Joe, with this ring I wed you,
and promise my love always.
and promise my love always.
Joe, please repeat after me. Robbie, with this ring I wed you,
Robbie, with this ring I wed you,
and I promise my love always.
and promise my love always.
It now gives me great pleasure to announce, by the power vested in me by the Commonwealth of Australia, that you are husband and wife. You may kiss.
Aww.
Appreciate it. Thanks, everyone.
We're going to take a short pause in the ceremony so that we can get all the official documents signed. Please feel free to entertain yourself for a moment, and we'll be back with you in just a few moments. For the witnesses, Charles and Scarlett, please come forward. Ned, Charles, Scarlett, Katie.
See if it's still going.
Yep, that's. Yep, we're all good. Right, come forward.
Us.
Robbie and Joe. Yes. Just signature here, signature here.
We used to practice each other's signatures.
Yeah.
That's
Nice. And this one.
Do it
Step
all.
one. And witnesses, please. Kate, can you sign here? Deed is done. And Ned, please. Thank you very much. And I think in here we should have an official. Yeah, that's right. Okay, step forward, please, Robbie and Joe. Robbie and Joe, I present you with your marriage certificate. I wish you every happiness together, and thank you for allowing me to be part of such a special day. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations. Today we've come together to witness the joint. Oh, you've got my piece of paper. Sorry, Tucked up your mouth. Robbie and Joe would love for a group photograph with everyone at the front of the gardens. So if you could please make your way in the direction at the end of the ceremony. This will be followed by some family photos. So if family could stay close by, that would be great. And after that, we'll get the party started. So without any further ado, please join me in congratulating the newly married couple, Mr. and Mrs. Robbie and Joe Downs.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Done. Deal. Did you cut? Cut.
Rick, come out.
Oh, wow.